I'm going to show you how I pasteurize my goat milk. I use a double boiler since I don't have one available at the moment. My other one's somewhere else. All you have to do is get a larger pan, put about a quarter or half full of water, put a smaller pan right inside of it, and that prevents the pan that you're going to be cooking in from touching the burner and scorching your milk. The next thing you're going to want to do is have a strainer. Set it over the container that you're going to pour your milk into. And then you'll want a cheesecloth to pour your milk down into to strain it a little bit further. Now I've already strained my goat's milk after I milked it, but I'm going to go ahead and do it again before I pasteurize. So all you have to do is pour the goat milk into the strainer. I've really made my cheesecloth very thick, so it may take it a little while to sift through. The cheesecloth is clean. It's just stained from lots of use. And basically any little particles that are left in the milk that haven't been filtered out already will get filtered out here before I pasteurize. I'll go ahead and I have these in half-pint jars just because that was what was handy at the moment, but they will go into quart-size jars when I'm finished. Alright, now I've got all the milk strained through the cheesecloth. I've put the cheesecloth away, and what we have left is our goat milk inside our pan here. That's sitting inside the other pan. And what we're going to do is get our ice ready, and this is an even larger pan that this will fit into after we're done pasteurizing. We're going to want to cool it as fast as we can. And we don't want the jars to break, so what I'll do is just after I'm done pasteurizing, I'll raise up this pan and set it right over here into this one to cool. You're also going to want a thermometer. A digital thermometer would be awesome. I don't have that right now. I've just got a regular thermometer that clips onto the side of the pan, and you're going to want to heat this up slowly to 165 degrees. Once it reaches 165 degrees, you'll let it sit there like that for 15 seconds. That is when it reaches its point of being pasteurized. Turn it off, then remove that pan and stick it into that pan to cool down to 40 degrees. You want your milk to cool down to 40 degrees within about 20 minutes. That makes the flavor of the milk taste a lot better. Okay, so I have my thermometer in here, and the stove is on, and I'm stirring the milk to keep the milk going around that thermometer and getting a pretty good accurate temperature. And remember, we're going to get this to 165 degrees. I'm not really worried about my milk scorching because I have it in the double broiler. All right, well, I removed it from the pan that it was on, and now it is sitting here in our iced up pan that has ice in it and water, and we're going to let this cool down to 40 degrees. Stick my thermometer in there. Okay, so I'm not the best videographer ever, but now that we've got our goat milk in the cooling thingy-majigger, we are going to stir it, which will actually help it cool down quicker. They say the quicker you can get your goat milk cooled down, the better it will taste. It won't taste good if it stays warm too long. Now, I've heard everything, but you know, all different kinds of ways to do it, but you can pour it in glass jars if you want. Just make sure your glass jars don't break when you put them in the cold ice water. You want to get this down to 40 degrees within 20 minutes, and that's actually not a problem at all. It's pretty simple to do that. It's almost there now. I mean, we've got about 20 degrees to go, but it won't take very long to get that done. And I'm just stirring it because it helps it cool down quicker. Making goat cheese after this, which will be awesome. I'm excited. Beatrice, my goat, had twin babies, twin baby girls, 2 weeks ago, and she is producing a lot of milk. I let the babies run with her all day. And last night was the first night I took them off of milk for the evening. And this morning I went out and milked her. And I got almost 2 quarts. Over 1.5 quarts. And I probably could have gotten 2 quarts, but now that we have our milk cooled down to 40 degrees, I'm going to use my quart jars and a funnel. I'm going to line my funnel with cheesecloth again because I'm kind of a weirdo when it comes to like not wanting weird stuff in my milk, little hairs or anything. So I'm going to pour the milk into this, sift it through the cheesecloth into my quart jars, and then I'm going to refrigerate. Okay, now that I've got it in my quart jars, all I have to do is put my lid on it and the rings, put the date, and stick it in the refrigerator. Tonight or tomorrow, I'll make some goat cheese.